In the last 5 hours, I've earned $14,000 providing liquidity for Donald Trump's meme coin. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the steps and the methods I use to do this, different methods you can use to earn money providing liquidity, and how to find future tokens that you yourself can do this with. Before we start the video, make sure to follow my X. I post explanations on the trending meme coins, and also my Telegram, which are both going to be linked in the bio. So the first thing you need to do when providing liquidity is to find the pair that you're going to provide liquidity to. So you do this by going onto the Meteora website and then sorting by 24-hour volume. Now this shows the most active pairs and the pairs that are using the most liquidity. So obviously Donald Trump's meme coin is by far the most traded one. But if we go down here below, we can see that Sol USD, USDT and USDC is also quite big pools. So when getting started, it is actually quite a good idea to provide liquidity for stablecoins, as they're relatively a lot safer, and even though the fees that you get aren't as big, they normally generate a very nice income that you don't really need to touch or even observe. So let's say we want to provide liquidity for the Trump Sol one. Then we click into this and we just click show all, and what we see instantly is there's a couple of numbers, right? So the fee is quite obvious. That's a fee that you charge for providing the liquidity. So on this one here, it's 5%. Even though we would be naturally inclined to want to choose one with 5%, as of course then you're going to be earning a lot more money on all the liquidity that you provide, you need to understand this simple thing. And that is the fact that the lower fees you have, the more volume the liquidity pool tends to generate. That is because when people want to swap over Trump to Sol or Sol to Trump, then the DEXs, decentralized exchanges, try and find the cheapest route for them to do it. So they're most likely not going to choose one with 5% and choose one with 10%, 0.10% or 0.20%. But with that said, when there's a lot of people and a lot of volume wanting to swap a pair, then there is a big chance that they are going to have to use this, as there's so many people swapping that they're going to have to choose alternative routes instead of the cheapest one. So let's say I want to provide liquidity for the Trump Sol pool. So I'll look at all the different pools there are, and I wouldn't want to create my own pool due to the fact that every single pool possible has already been created, as it's just such a popular pair. Then I'd want to choose something with a low bin step. So bin step is the difference between the consecutive bins. So a bin step of 125 is in theory 12.5 times larger than a bin step of 10. And you can see the fees are just here. So the larger bin step you have, typically the higher fee that you have. If you don't really understand the meaning of bins and all of that stuff, don't worry, because I'll explain it later when we're actually trading. But let's say I want to choose this one because I see that the TVL, which is a total value in the liquidity pool, is 2 times lower than this one, but it's generating around the same volume. And as you see, the 24-hour fee is greater on the bin step 10 and the fee at 0.1. And you can also see that the 24-hour fee is quite big here compared to the one above it. So if I want to provide the equal amount of Sol and equal amount of Trump as it is right now, that means I'm going to have to convert my 34 Solana, I'm going to have to convert half of that into Trump. So I'm going to go into a swap tab, and then I'm going to go to Sol, press half, but then I'm going to take away 0.1, and that's due to the fact that it's always nice to have some Sol, so it covers for gas fees and it covers for all of those other stuff. Also, there's a chance that you might get some transaction errors. So anyway, but now I'll change it. You see the price is changing, but I'll change it. So yep. So now we'll do this. So hopefully this transaction is going to go through. Right now it's just swapping it. This can take quite a long time, and it normally depends on your priority fees. But I have it on fast due to the fact I don't want to pay so much in fees, because that can cut into the profits. So we're just waiting, and yep, so it's swapped. So now I'm going to add liquidity. There are 3 different volatility strategies, and Meteora does a great job in explaining each one. So spot provides a uniform distribution that is versatile and risk adjusted, suitable for any type of market and conditions. This is similar to setting a CLM. Curve is ideal for a concentrated approach that aims to maximize capital efficiency. This is great for stables or pairs where the price does not change very often. And then we have the bid ask, which is an inverse curve distribution, typically deployed single-sided for DCA in-or-out strategy. It can be used to capture volatility, especially when prices vastly move out of a typical range. Let's say I think that the price of Trump is going to go up. What I'd do is I'd put half there, and then I'd slowly start trading the higher the price goes up. Right, so I wouldn't really be touching that much, as the price is currently at 2.43 Sol. But I would wait, and my strategy would start trading in when it gets closer to a higher price range. Now, a strategy with a curve is the fact that I'm putting most of my pool right where the price is, and it's slowly decreasing the further away it gets from price. Basically, the opposite of bid-ask. And this basically signals that you think where a price is going to stay around where it is, maybe move a little bit, but around where it is, because of if it goes really high or it goes really low, then you're not going to be trading anything at all. And the spot price is kind of both this and this added together, and it's more of a kind of you're trading in which range you think it's going to be in. So let's say I think it's going to go from 0.247 to 0.2411. Then this is a range and I'll be trading it equally. But as long as it stays in this range, then I'll be consistently trading it. And like I said before, as I'm going to be trading this actively, then I chose a small bin step. And if you can actually see, like let's say we go max here, you can actually see that the difference, even though I got the max amount of bins that I can have, 69, you can see that the difference is not that big. So I'm only trading between a kind of a delta of a 7%. So whether the price goes minus 3.5, so if it goes, if the price of Trump coin goes down 4% or it goes up 4%, then it's going to be out of my range. So let's say I think that the price range is going to be even smaller than this. So that means I would decrease the number of bins that I have, lowering it to, let's say, 24. And this basically makes the range even smaller. So before I would have been trading with a price range of around 7%. So it can go up 3.5% and it can go down 3.5% and it'd stay in my range. But with this one, it's more like 2%. So it can go up 0.9% and it can go down 1.2%. But if it goes up, 1%, or if it goes down 1.5%, then it's going to go up my range and I'm not going to be trading it. And I'm going to be stuck with either all of my portfolio, if it goes above my price range, I'm going to be stuck with all of my portfolio, all in Solana, or if it goes below my price range, then I'm going to be stuck with all of my portfolio in Trump. But let's say, just for example, I'm going to have a very tight price range, and I'm just going to show you that when you have a very volatile, the price normally jumps around quite fast and it can easily go out of your price range. But let's say I do this. Like I said before, take away a 0.2 Solana, take away a 0.1 Solana so you have some Solana left, reduce the bin size again. And yeah, let's just see how this goes. So executing the transaction, it can take quite a long time, but this did not take a long time at all. So my liquidity is around 10k, and as you see, as it goes, as it goes between the different prices and the different bins, I've already earned $6. So I'm up around almost $10 already in the first 10 seconds that I've been speaking. So I'm now up $14. And this is that I'm recording. I haven't cut the video or anything. As you see, the numbers I've already printed $20. So as you see, this is a very, very good strategy if you get the price range right. And this is how I've been able to make, 14k. It's looking more like 15k. It's very easy to earn money this way, if you know the right things. And there's lots of strategies to this. So this is only one strategy. So I'm just going to leave this in the background, printing money while I'm speaking. But if you don't do this correctly, you will lose money. And that's why, if you want to, you can hit me up on X and I'll do a one-on-one coaching with you, where I personally teach you how to do this, how this all works, and just really how to capitalize on this bull run. If you want to find future tokens that you can provide liquidity for that have a lot of volume, then look at the upcoming airdrops on the Solana blockchain. Things like Meteora and Jupiter are doing airdrops. And in fact, Meteora is a platform that we're providing liquidity on. So that's another bonus. When you are providing liquidity, you're also earning points towards the airdrop. So as you see, the price has dipped a little bit from 71 to around 62. It's now rebounded back to 65. and I'm just going to show you what I would do in this situation and what I have done. So I opened a bid ask, and the only thing that I put in, I didn't put in any Solana, I only put in a little bit of Trump. And it's basically, what it means is that the higher the price goes, like I explained before, the more it sells. And just to make sure you understand, you do want to do this on a meme coin that you do think is going to go up. You're going to make money if it stays around the same area, even if it goes down a little bit, but you're going to make the most money if it does go up. But you're going to make the most money if it does go up, and I do believe that this Trump coin is going to go up, even though it is at quite a high market cap right now compared to what it was a couple of days ago. But I've already made quite a substantial amount of money on just the Trump coin alone. So I'm happy to kind of play around and speculate. And as there's so much liquidity, it's very nice swing trading this coin. You buy down when the coin's low, and you have a moving take profit, which basically takes more profits the higher the coin goes up, whilst generating fees. Like I said before, message me on X if you want to make the most out of this bull run, whether it's been a dev creating coins, bundling coins, generating volume and cashing out at the right time, whether it's been a trader, whether it's been liquidities provider, whatever you want to. There's so many different ways to make money. There are billions and billions being generated in the meme coin space every single day now. So strap in, because this bull run's not going to last forever, and start finding a way to earn money. Hit me up on my DMs, and thank you for watching.